Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at Legend of Edda Vengeance, and this is a free-to-play fantasy MMORPG. I wanted to kind of describe it a little bit more, but we're going to leave that to a little bit later. So let's get started. So here you have two choices, Olympus or Titan. It's basically choosing your faction. The game has a heavy emphasis on PvP. I mean, you're going to be able to get into what they consider the Sacred Wars, which is like 100v100 PvP from level 3 on. So you're in very early into those Sacred Wars. Now we have the Titans and we have the Olympus. I don't think either one is good or bad. It does kind of look like maybe this is a little more sinister looking. We're going to go ahead and go with the Olympus side of things and check it out. Now you can see here we've got a few different options when it comes to character class. We've got our fighter, and you can see you've got kind of this chibi style of artistic inspiration, I guess you could say. So you got fighter, you got a rogue, and you got a mage. Some basic styles there, but at level 20, each of the classes will be able to advance to a new class. So you can see here the mage at level 20 will be able to advance to a cleric or a wizard. The rogue will be able to advance to an assassin or an archer, and the fighter will be able to advance to a swordsman or a warrior. And each of those then kind of branch out into their style. Like the swordsman is more of your tank, warrior being more DPS. The rogue, pretty easy to understand, an assassin and an archer. You know, you go the archer route, you're going to be able to be more ranged. And then on the mage side of things, pretty simple stuff, cleric or wizard. I'm actually going to go with the mage. Now, one thing that I would really love to see is a random button. Where's my random button? I want to just hit random and be able to rock and roll a bunch of different options. So we're going to go with male, name my guy Limpy. Let's see hairstyles here. We'll actually go backwards. So we've got 6 hairstyles, so pretty basic. But once you get into the game, you're going to have a lot more options to be able to clean up and change the look of your character in the cast shop. That's really where the cast shop comes in, is more aesthetics and costuming and stuff like that. But let's find a hairstyle. Where's bald? How can you not have bald? Well, we'll go with that one right there. And let's see hair color. Where's something purplish? Well, there's kind of a dark blue. No purple. We're gonna have to go with that one. Face. Let's see. A few different options. I kind of like that little bit angular. And then eye color. Let's find one that's more towards mine, like a green. And there we go. Rock and roll. So let's go ahead and create that character and get. I'm a vagabond. You can see I've got my little shield and my wand, my staff. So shields on a mage, that's a first. So let's get in there, let's enter the world, and we've got heavy load. So that's always good to see when you see something like that. Heavy load on here. We're going to jump into channel 2 because it's yellow instead of red. Hopefully not get bogged down too much, but it's nice to see a lot of people are coming into the game. Now, a little backstory on the game is the game did get released into a beta testing state, but then was taken offline because it was just too buggy. Now, I need to turn this volume down here if I can find it. Looks like it's all grayed out. I'm freaking out here. So let's go ahead and do that. No, we don't want to do that. Let's get into settings, main menu settings, options. There we go. Chat and game audio settings. So there we go. We're going to turn this music down a little bit. We're going to turn some of these effects down. Let's apply that. There we go. We can actually take them up a little bit more. There we go. So it's not too crazy. Probably have to adjust that in the editing. Now, moving around, you basically just have S and W will move you back and forth, and then D and A will move you side to side. So, but the main thing you're going to want to do is you're going to kind of want to click around. You can see it's pretty much like an isometric feel. You can get in pretty close behind yourself and look 3D and zoom in and be in a third-person perspective. But pretty much you're going to sit there and you're going to stay kind of more in an isometric feel of things. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy right here. But we can either click on him. Looks like we're bugging out, or we can get close and spacebar. It looks like the game is actually bugging out when it's in that area because of all those people sitting right in that spawn area. So let's see if we can pull off actually accepting this quest. Nope, it looks like. There we go. No, we didn't actually get it. So you can see, there we go. Quests, first mission, and what's going on. Oh, I didn't expect that. Leave it to me. So unfortunately, because there's so mmany people sitting on the screen right there, I wasn't able to at first accept that quest. So now we can go ahead and let's see, spacebar to skip through the NPC dialogue. Now, it's pretty interesting. I already did accept the quest, but it didn't kick me out. So I'm going to go ahead and I guess it wants to give you the opportunity. If you still want to chat, you can chat. So, but we're going to head off. Let's see, where do we want to head off to? Our quest is to help Carlson, and he's way over here. Can we click on the map? There we go. We can double click on the map and create a little flag, and our guy will cruise off in that direction and be able to head over to there. So that's a nice fast way to, if you want to go ahead and go, you know what, I want to look at some other stuff. So P will open up your party member, O will open up your options. Then if you hit I, there's your inventory. You can see we got a bunch of different stuff here. We got a beginner identification, we've got a supply kit, but that can't be opened until level 5. We've got beginner disassembling kit. You're able to disassemble different items and stuff like that. We've also got a warp scroll that will bring us back to town, which is kind of nice. One thing I wanted to show you guys is you can also swap weapons. Now, you can see I've got a wooden wand, but then I've also got a wooden staff. This is a little bit more attack power, so I'm actually going to switch over to the staff, even though it's red now. But we'll check this out. Let's talk to this guy. Let's get his quest. First mission. Yep, I can assist you. I thought that said porn infestation, but it's palms. My sick mind. It's not porn infestation. This game has not been infested by porn. You guys can all rest assured that if it was, I would take it out for you guys, or I'd leave it there for you, whatever you want. But either way, so we're going to go into palm infestation, and we're going to get rid of at least 12 palms. So there we go. We're in the palm infestation. Let's head outside. Now you notice that because that quest is in progress, it actually has a question mark, which is pretty funny because that actually makes more sense. It's like you haven't done the quest yet, so you need to go out and do the quest. Therefore, it has a question mark. So, and a blue exclamation point is when they have a quest for you. So, gifts for the children. Yes, we will give the gifts to the children. So, let me help. Don't worry, I shall take care of it. So, off we go. Let's go take care of this palm infestation. So, here are our palms. Now, let's take a look at what skills we have. We've got a basic attack. We've got a light sphere, and then we've got a mana sphere, and then we basically got our health potions right there. So we're going to take and we're going to go ahead. We have to equip a scepter to be able to use our light sphere. So we're going to use a mana sphere, and then we can get into our basic attack if we want to. But he was already dead, and you can see it automatically picked up the items that I had there. So on the ground, the coins, so to say. So we're going to go ahead and rock and roll, and then let's see. Can we do just a basic attack? And then there we go. If we want to pick up and there are items, we just hit Q and then take all. And there we go. We've got a crystal and an enchant scroll of wisdom. So you do have items that will actually enchant your items, stuff like that. That will increase your wisdom. We can go ahead and look at that scroll. Where is that thing? There it is. An ancient scroll containing incantations for enchanting gear. So I'm guessing that we've got to be out of combat to use that. So let's take this palm out. And then there we go. We've got our coins as well as a crystal as well. So let's see what we can do here. Can we double click it? Nope. So that comes a little bit later. So we're just going to keep taking out these palms. But we've also got a bunch of different options here. And we can go ahead and click these and I'll show you, break it down. So we've got we've got gear, we've got consumables, we've got materials. So it's nice that you're able to break down your inventory kind of in the way that you want to break it down and be able to see, oh, there's just this, there's just that. And I died because I was not paying attention. I was showing you guys the inventory. So there we go. We're going to go back to the sanctum, which, as you can see, that put me so far back. I'm devastated at how far back I had to go right there. You can see other characters running around. He's got his little two-handed sword, stuff like that. Let's actually pay attention here so we do enough damage to take him out. Let's see what kind of range we have here. Now, one thing that's kind of cool is you notice that all the damage I did to him was actually still there. So it wasn't one of those situations where all of a sudden he magically healed because I died. So that's kind of neat. So if you do a bunch of damage to a guy and you go back there later on, he will actually have taken that damage. So it's kind of a neat little feature. I kind of like that. I hate that when you take and you spend all that time doing damage or working on somebody, and then all of a sudden what happens? You take and you get worked, you die, and then you got to run all the way back, and what happens? He's full health again, you got to start all over. So, it's kind of neat. I guess it's a little way to progress things a little more quickly. So, we've got, how many of these guys left? We've got 5 more. So, let's take these guys out. Come on, much more quickly. Let's get them down. We need to get ourselves to level 3 so I can queue up for you guys into the PvP. So, achievement in progress, the Eradicator. So that's kind of cool that achievements kind of just pop up and they show you their progress, show you how far you're moving along in the achievement when you're killing different guys and stuff like that. Now you can quickly create a party right here. They got some cool hotkeys already available. Also finding party. Now we did complete that achievement, the Eradicator. So the game does have a complete achievement system that we can also take a look at. We'll take a look at that in a second. Let's take some more of these guys out. Let's see what we've got as far as there are our skills. So you can see here we've got our basic skills, and then the skills are based upon what gear that you're actually using. So if you, like you saw down there, I couldn't use that one skill because I would have had to switch back to the scepter and the shield if I wanted to use it. Now I've completed one of my quests. Let's complete the other one. So you can see those are broken down. Then you've also got god powers, which you get obviously much later on. Then you got actions, which are kind of at basic actions like attacking and trading and requesting duels and all of that good jazz. So there we go. We've completed both of our quests. Let's turn ourselves around and head back and turn those in. We did get one level, so I'm hoping that we will soon get the ability to get some more skills. So there we go. We're going to get some gold, a nice chunk of experience. So yes, here they are. We got to select a reward. Well, we're a mage, so of course we want the mana. So we want to deliver these on the way. I will take care of that for you and your giant cleavage, even though you look like a 7-year-old. So we are now headed inside the town and the village to turn in those and to also turn in this quest to good old Carson. Sorry, not Carlson. This isn't the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So yes, we are going to take care of our palm infestation, and we do get some gloves. And you can see you do start with some basic equipment, but you very quickly are now moving up to some stuff that's a little bit nicer, obviously seeing that it's green. So we're going to take and do spots everywhere. And then we've got the Priestess Concerns. We'll get that one as well. So there we go. So spots everywhere. Priestess Concern. Defeat 15 spotted palms and then deliver the Okanas and go to the temple. Now where is the temple? I'm guessing the temple would be somewhere in the middle. Maybe up here somewhere. Well, we've got to go up here anyways to talk to August, the portal guard. So we're going to cruise up this way. Nice thing is, even though the town looks pretty decent size on the map here, you're able to cruise through it pretty quickly, especially when you're able to do what I'm doing right here by just clicking in a spot and your guy just takes off in that direction. So that's kind of nice to have that. We've also got this one over here, the Helena, the priestess, and that's the Find Nalsa, which is really interesting because it said, oh no, the Priestess Concerns. So there we go. There's where we've got to go in a second as we run through all these people who have created their character, just logged into the game and are just sitting there, probably getting extra raptor time onto their character. So let's go ahead and talk to good old August. Spacebar for the win. You have Switch Quest. You have Waypoint Warm Up. All right. Yep, I want a waypoint. Give it to me. And we've got the Hearthstone. Oh boy. So you will have a Hearthstone that you will be able to bring yourself back to this point. So there you go. Sounds good. Since you have listened to my explanation, I will present you with a Hearthstone and we will see you again. All right, so let's go look at our inventory. There's our Hearthstone. So it looks like we only have one though. So we might only be able to do that one time. So let's head over to here. Let's double click. Come on now. There we go. Looks like I couldn't move on to that gray area, but let's look at what some of these other things. And you've got this option to find a party, which is kind of cool. I always like when finding a party is an option. That is a gigantic dragon, by the way, that we are running underneath right now. It's always nice to see that stuff. Now, another thing that the game has that's really cool is a lot of different mounts, a lot of crazy mounts. Like you'll jump on the back of like these giant titans and I mean, teddy bears and all kinds of crazy stuff. And that's why I couldn't move all the way in there, because I have to go through the little portal that we just saw. But here's the achievements by pressing Y, and you can see just warming up, defeat 10 monsters. You can see it showing the date and such when I got these things. I already got my first death. Woo! So you can see all the total life, dungeon, secret, duel, quest, normal, all kinds of different stuff, and you could break those down if you want to later on. So close that out. Bring up T, that brings up the world map, and you can see all the different places that you can go, and you'll be able to adventure in. And then K shows your skills, and we can hit H and see the keyboard layout and see all the different things. And then you can obviously change this in the options, all that good stuff. And you got F for social. Let's see what else we've got. We've got Z and X, or X will actually switch my weapon type. So you can hotkey. No, wait. Let's see here. It's actually, give it a second. It's actually Z. Z will switch my weapons. So you can do that on the fly, which is really kind of nice if you're sitting there and you're saying, you know what, I need more defense. Bam, put my shield on and go to my scepter and I'll switch over. X will have you sit down and rest a little bit. C will bring up your character sheet, and you can see here level, class, strength, all these different things. And then you've also got kind of your basic attack and all of these different stuff. You've also got God info you can see there, which you can see Gods of War and all kinds of different things going on. You've also got your duels, which you can get into, which, like I mentioned, that there were the Sacred War options, which you take and essentially are 100v100 large scale. But then you've also got the season one right now, which is do 1v1, 3v3, 5v5, and all that stuff as well. So you can move up the ladder. They've got a full ladder system, which is really neat. You know, a lot of games like this don't necessarily have a ladder system like that you're going to be able to get into. So let's get close to her, and let's get on with the priestess concerns. He was worried about me, but nothing to worry about. I may have died already, but I will do my best not to die again. So there we go. So we need to go out. We need to collect some leaves. We need to kill some spotted palms, and we need to deliver the ocarinas, or whatever. Ocarinas. I don't even know. Let's see. Can we even see a person on here to deliver those to? Right there. So probably that merchant right there wants me to turn in these to them, and we'll get a little more, and we'll be almost 50% of our level. Either way, we're going to cruise underneath this dragon. I think I should just jab him a little bit. He's big enough. He can take it right under one of the scales. So, oh, he says, help save me. So, but the game is touting they've got a lot of different events going on. One thing that you'll see is once I reach level 3, it'll automatically give me the option to queue up for the Sacred War and to jump into that. And one thing you'll see is there'll be different times throughout the day that those Sacred Wars are going on. So you're going to be able to get into those at different times of the day, and they're different level ranges. Like it's 3 to 29, and then higher, and then above that you've got I believe it's 30 to 59 and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different options. And then obviously, you know, it's nice because when you're level 3, you're not fighting these guys that are just ridiculously leveled or out leveled for you. So let's get outside and get ourselves back into some more trouble and take a look at some of the other options that the game does have for us to utilize. So let's go this way. So you can see you've also got the ability to get pets later on, and you're going to be able to summon them. They will get statistics. They will be able to wear gear, things of that nature. So they will actually fight for you and do your bidding. Then you've got your mailbox, and then we've got our all-holy map. So let's get up here, find our spotted palms, and we need to find some leaves as well. So let's see, if we bring up our map, does it show where these items are? There we go. So you can take and you can highlight over this little quest icon, and you can see the areas on the map where the different things are that you need to get. So I do like that they do that. So you're going to be able to very easily find the things that you need. And is this... So it looks like we've got the opportunity to do some collecting as well. So the crafting will come in later on, but we can start collecting right now. And we found a red herbed spot. So let's use our other skill. So we'll use our basic attack, and then we'll use our, what is this one? A light sphere. Now you can see it doesn't do as much damage. Let's see if we can change weapons directly in combat. So you know what? I wanted to do more damage. So boom, we're going to go ahead and start dropping some bigger bombs and switching over. I'm going to probably take a hit right here, but then I'm definitely going to be using one of my health potions. It looks like my health potion does not do a lot of health healing, so definitely be wary of that, or else I'm going to croak one more time. So let's keep going here. 58% to level. Now let's pick this up. A bronze fragment, probably another piece of crafting item. And as you can see, the questing, I would say, is not totally grindy, but it does have a little grindy element. You know, anytime you got to go out and kill 15 of something, you know, especially early on, that probably means later on it's going to be a lot higher. But you do have the ability to jump into PvP and do a lot more of that much earlier on to break up maybe that, so, you know, quote unquote monotony. So that is kind of nice. Most of the time, PvP doesn't come into play that early. We can also see up here in the top left-hand corner that we do have about 14 minutes until we will get a gift bag. Who knows what that will be, but I'm sure it will have a bunch of really cool stuff. Now, I did just kind of test something, and I hit Q to pick up my items that dropped, and I hit Q a second time, and that popped right up, so it's kind of nice. But let's take a look. We've got an item basket down here, so we can see right here we've got nothing in there, and that brought up our inventory as well. We got simple avatars. Can't bring that up. Effects. Item shop, game menu, main menu, inventory, quest log. So I do like the fact that everything is very condensed as far as the UI is concerned. I think that's very neat. I am looking forward to getting my hands on a few more quests later, or not quests, a few more skills later on. Excuse me, playing with those, seeing how those pan out, and stuff of that nature. Graphically, the game is one of the types of games that I know a lot of you guys enjoy. You guys enjoy this graphical style. And, you know, it's not for everyone, but some people definitely dig this style, and they think they did a really good job with it, especially when you see a lot of the different costume options and you see a lot of the different mount options and stuff of that nature. I really think that it's neat to see that huge amount of variety when it comes to those things. So I think a lot of you guys will really like that. So far, sound-wise, I think the game is got some pretty decent music and some pretty decent sound effects. I think it's nice that we're seeing some variety as we're moving around to the different areas, but I don't know if it's enough variety because I can't really quote on that because I haven't been able to play quite enough just yet. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. Also, don't forget to comment and like these videos as we really do appreciate that feedback. If you'd like to play or learn more about Legend of Edda Vengeance, you can go ahead and check out the full game profile on MMODen.com or just click the link in the description. Alright guys, till next time, thanks for watching.